Turning our attention now to Italy, where the Five Star Movement and the Democratic Party have unveiled a shared policy programme to serve as the basis of a new coalition government. This as members of the Five Star Movement started taking part in an online vote for or against the proposed coalition. Some of them, the members, say it's a betrayal of the party's radical roots. Giuseppe Conte, who would lead the coalition, has called the deal an opportunity for the country we want. Joining me now is Alberto Alemanno, EU law professor at HEC Paris. Hello, thank you very much indeed for your time. First of all, what do you make of this online poll? I mean, how unusual a move is it, and isn't it pretty risky?
Well, it is. First of all, it is an anomaly. It is a democratic anomaly to subject or to make conditional the acceptance of a new government to a vote that is going to be open only to the voters, 100,000 voters who are actually registered, who have been registered for more than 6 months with the platform Rousseau, which is the Five Star Movement platform, but also a platform that is privately owned by one individual and which is not checked or verified by any third-party entity. We already expect only a fraction of those voters of the Five Star Movement to show up or actually to click yes or no on whether this government will actually be happening later tonight or today. But what we all know is that around 30,000 people actually already clicked. We have no idea about how the electorate of the Five Star Movement will actually position themselves on this new government. We know that not everyone is happy about how the Five Star Movement decided to stay in government despite the fact of losing a majority and setting aside the League, as we all know. But what is certain is that should the vote that we're going to be will be unveiled by 6 p.m. Will be negative, Giuseppe Conte, the outgoing and incoming Prime Minister, might have to see again the President of the Republic and to actually resign. So this will most likely lead to snap elections, exactly the outcome that the Five Star Movement leaders wanted to avoid together with Partito Democratico. And this was the reason why they actually came together in order to have and to come up with such a shared policy program that was unveiled yesterday. So there's a lot of uncertainty in Italian politics. This is not unusual. But what is unusual is the method that has been actually chosen by the Five Star Movement in order to determine whether this government should see the light of the day or not.
Now, the crisis was triggered by Matteo Salvini, his alliance with the Five Star Movement crumbling. But if elections were held, would they still be necessarily in his interest?
I would say this would be the case. I think the most immediate consequent negative vote today and the calling for snap elections would be certainly an emboldening, further emboldening of Mr. Salvini, who had been the cause for this political crisis, but who had been set aside by virtually all other political party but the right in Italy. So it will certainly be using instrumentally this attempt at actually setting aside in order to further embolden his own electorate and preparing for those elections that most likely would be taking place in fall, something unprecedented in Italian politics, probably by the end of October, early November, and which will have tremendous policy implications on the future of Italy and the Italian finances in relation to the calendar, which is foreseen in Italy, and which foresees the adoption of a budgetary law by the end of the year for the future exercise in 2020.
All right, I'm afraid we've run out of time. Thank you very much for joining us, Alberto Alemanno. Thank you.